Good morning and welcome to the 2026 YAS Prize Contender live stream announcement. We are coming to you live from Forbes on 5th in New York City. Forbes has been our premier media partner of the YAS Prize since its inception, and we are so deeply grateful for their committed and continued partnership. My name is Caroline Allen, and I'm the Chief Program Officer at the Center for Education Reform and the founding director of the YAS Prize. Today, we are thrilled to announce the newest cohort of YAS Prize contenders, who will compete this fall for the 6th annual $1 million YAS Prize. Earlier this year, we launched this year's competition, and we're so inspired by the thousands of applications received from coast to coast. After 3 rounds of rigorous judging and input from over 500 judges, we are here today to share the group of contenders chosen. They are education innovators planning to grow and expand their schools and organizations in ways that will allow more students the access to the type of education they deserve. School needs to look different, and this new cohort exemplifies the diversity of excellence and transformation our country has to offer. It's hard to believe it's been 6 years since COVID's devastating impact on students. Back in 2021, Janine Yass, alongside her husband Jeff, envisioned a prize to recognize the top and the best education providers, those delivering programs that are sustainable, transformational, outstanding, and permissionless. Their support benefiting over 260 organizations and nearly $80 million in awards has sparked this movement, and their generosity is unmatched. Finding so many outstanding education providers that are dedicated to improving education through innovation, whether it's public or charter, microschool, ed tech, or other sectors, has been rewarding beyond compare. Today, you will hear from 5 of our past YAS Prize awardees who traveled all the way to the Big Apple to celebrate this newest cohort. So, without further ado, it is my privilege to welcome Emily DeRotstein, representing last year's 2025 YAS Prize $1 million winner, Chesterton Schools Network, who is going to announce the first group of the YAS Prize contenders. Drum roll, please.
I'm Emily DeRotstein. I'm the co-founder of the Chesterton Schools Network and the executive director of the Society of GK Chesterton.
This year's $1 million YAS Prize winner is, I really know who it is, but oh my God. Chesterton Schools Network.
We are now the fastest growing network of Catholic classical high schools in the United States, and we are on track to hit 150 schools in the U.S. by 2030. We'll soon surpass 100 schools in the network worldwide, but our goal is to grow to 1,000 schools and 100,000 students in the next decade to respond to the demand that we see from school choice and also just global interest in our proven model. My name is Emily DeRotstein, and I'm the Executive Director for the Chesterton Schools Network. The Chesterton Schools Network is rapidly expanding, and we are a renewing Catholic education nationwide, empowering parents to open joyful, faithful, and affordable classical high schools in their own communities. Being the 2025 $1 million YAS Prize winner has allowed Chesterton to launch a national campaign to dramatically accelerate the launch of new, affordable Catholic high schools. Projected to launch at least 20 new schools in the fall of 2028, we will serve hundreds more students while targeting states such as Arizona, Iowa, and Texas. And now I'm excited to share with you the first 5 contenders for the 2025-2026 $1 million YAS Prize. In Panama City, Florida, AMI Kids Maritime Academy. Since 2021, this tuition-free public charter high school has used their waterfront beach and dock as their classroom integrating marine biology, seamanship, and aerospace with workforce certifications so students graduate with industry credentials already in hand. Operating in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey, Cooking for Autism. Reaching 2,500 students annually, this supplemental program empowers neurodiverse students through hands-on culinary education, building life skills, workforce readiness, and confidence for independent living. In Statesville, North Carolina, Cornerstone Christian Academy. For the past 31 years, this faith-based independent school has served students who struggled in traditional classrooms through highly individualized instruction, with students with disabilities making up approximately 35% of the student body. Out of rural Wendell, North Carolina, Creative Minds Micro School. This micro school built a state-recognized Build Your Own Teacher Apprenticeship program, training future educators through hands-on classroom experience while teaching their own students, 90% of whom are funded by North Carolina's Opportunity Scholarship. From Jacksonville, Florida, the DePaul School of Northeast Florida. This independent school has served students with dyslexia through the evidence-based Orton-Gillingham approach for more than 4 decades and has more than 50 students on their waiting list hoping to get a seat. The DePaul School of Northeast Florida is co-located with the Florida Dyslexia Literacy Center, which trains educators beyond their own walls. And now I have the privilege of introducing my dear friend, Jeff Skoronek. Under his leadership, Pepin Academies was a 2025 YAS Prize finalist. So over to you, Jeff.
I've always rejected the principle that we have to think outside the box for students with disabilities. A truly inclusive society is one that understands how to make the box bigger.
My name is Dr. Jeff Skoronek. I am the Executive Director for Pepin Academies. We are 501c3, not-for-profit, independent public charter schools in Tampa, Riverview, and Newport Richey, Florida. We serve students in grades 3 through 12, and we have a transition program for students 18 to 22. All of our students have some form of learning disability and an individualized education plan, which makes us an ESE center. For 25 years, we've been doing what we call a therapeutic educational environment. Our campuses all have numerous mental health counselors, speech and language pathologists, occupational therapists, licensed nurses, physical therapists that comes on site, and our students are getting the needs and the therapies that require them to be successful in real time, in the classroom. Our therapists pull out students for individual and group sessions, but then also work side by side with the teacher in the classroom. And so if my disability affects my learning disabled, then I need to tackle it where they need it most. And that's where we excel.
With the support of this amazing collaborative network, I can expand to new states and new counties, intervene earlier than ever before in K-12, and grow our other populations so that every student with a disability has the opportunity and potential to soar.
My name is Dr. Jeff Skoronek, and I am the proud Executive Director at Pepin Academies. Pepin Academies are tuition-free public charter schools serving students with learning disabilities. We provide individualized instruction alongside integrated therapeutic support delivered in real time throughout the school day. As a 2025 YAS Prize finalist, Pepin Academies has been able to expand vertically and now serve students starting in 2nd grade, as well as expand our workforce initiatives. And now, I will announce the next 5 contenders who have been chosen to vie for the $1 million YAS Prize. In Tennessee and expanding to Arizona, Flourish Education. Founded by the veteran founder of Rocket Ship Schools, this micro school pairs an affordable AI-powered academic model with intentional development of what AI cannot replace: curiosity, agency, and perseverance, freeing teachers to coach and mentor. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Girard College. For more than 175 years, this tuition-free residential school has served children from low-income, single-parent households. Every graduate is accepted to college, and more than 1,200 applicants compete each year for fewer than 100 openings. Out of Swanton, Vermont, Habitat for Aviation, run out of a donated 9,600 square foot building at the Franklin County State Airport, this women-led apprenticeship program trains the next generation of airplane mechanics and pilots. Students build, repair, and ultimately fly real aircrafts, earning academic credit at no cost. In Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Happy Hands Education Center, one of the nation's only Christian schools dedicated to deaf and hard of hearing students, Happy Hands serves children from infancy through 5th grade with 100% of families using aid or ESA funding to cover tuition. Out of Indiana, the Indiana Micro School Collaborative. Partnering with the Eastern Hancock School District and beyond, this collaborative helps traditional public districts launch small, relationship-driven micro schools from within the public system and is already authorized to serve up to 6,000 more students statewide. One of the most meaningful aspects of the YAS Prize is the relationships that are formed across alumni cohorts. I'd like to introduce one such friend. Please welcome Anthony Brock, whose visionary leadership at Alabama's Valiant Cross Academy earned the organization the $1 million YAS Prize in 2023. Welcome, Anthony.
So my name is Anthony Brock. I am the co-founder and head of school of Valiant Cross Academy in Montgomery, Alabama.
Every morning, every young man hears the word "I love you" 3 times before entering their first class period.
We are set out to prove that it's an opportunity gap and it's not an achievement gap. And so we are creating exposure opportunities to put these young men on a path to a successful future.
I'm glad to report that in 2 graduating class, we have a 100% graduation rate. All of our young men are either at a 4-year college, a 2-year college, or a vocational school.
After going to college, I realized that a lot of young men did not have what I had, which is a solid foundation. And I saw a lot of my friends go on different trajectories in life. And so just the role of somebody who will walk hand in hand with you along the way and say, hey, you can go beyond this 2-mile radius of your home. You can do whatever you like. You can rise above whatever circumstances in your life.
My name is Anthony Brock, and I'm the co-founder and executive director at Valiant Cross Academy, situated in the historic downtown area of Montgomery, Alabama, famously recognized as the birthplace of the Civil Rights Movement. As the 2023 YAS Prize $1 million winner, we have expanded by launching an elementary school in partnership with Alabama State University, my alma mater. We have also expanded to serve female students at our satellite campus and have opened the first micro school at St. Paul AME Church, the historic home church of Rosa Parks. It is always great to be back here in New York City at Forbes on 5th. And now, it is my honor to announce the next group of YAS Prize contenders that will vie for the $1 million YAS Prize this fall. In Detroit, Michigan, the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy. Founded by NBA All-Star Jalen Rose, this tuition-free public charter school outperforms neighboring schools in graduation rates, student persistence, and attendance while serving one of the nation's most challenging urban communities. Operating nationally, KidVation Global. This ed tech company turns students into entrepreneurs through its applied imagination curriculum and marketplace of ideas, giving young people across public, charter, private, and micro schools the chance to develop, market, and sell their own innovations in an online marketplace. Out of rural Pine Bluff, Arkansas, the Learning Lounge. Kanisha Adams founded the Learning Lounge out of a deeply personal conviction that every child deserves to be known, supported, and empowered to thrive. Built around its larger-than-labels philosophy, the micro school creates a nurturing environment where students are seen for their potential. The demand to access this type of learning is great, with more than 100 families on their waiting list. In Memphis, Tennessee, Man Up Teacher Fellowship. This Educator pipeline recruits, prepares, and retains high-quality African-American male teachers through debt-free, earn while you pay, reaching more than 14,500 students through their fellows across public, charter, and private schools. From Gilbert, Arizona, Moriana Boys Academy. Founded by a former public school teacher who saw firsthand boys being failed by traditional classrooms, this all-boys micro school pairs personalized academics with Brazilian jiu-jitsu to build character and resilience, with 100% of students receiving ESA funds to make the model affordable and sustainable. And now for our next speaker. For the past 6 years, the Center for Education Reform has designed, built, and led the YAS Prize, recognizing and celebrating the nation's boldest educators, innovators who are transforming opportunities for students. As the founder and CEO of CER, Jeannie Allen has spent more than 3 decades advancing education freedom and championing the entrepreneurial leaders redefining what education can be. Please join me in welcoming Jeannie Allen.
Thank you, Anthony. 6 years ago, none of us could have imagined what this community would become. Since then, we've had the privilege of meeting thousands of extraordinary leaders from every corner of America. They come from public schools, charter schools, independent schools, micro schools, faith-based, ed technology, museums, apprenticeships, you name it. They're very different, all very different in their approaches, but they share one conviction, that every child deserves the opportunity to flourish. What we've learned is that innovation doesn't happen because someone in Washington or a state capitol gives permission. It happens because courageous people see a need, imagine something better, and have the determination to build it. That's what the YAS Prize has become. Yes, it's a competition, but more importantly, it has become a community, a growing movement of leaders who learn from one another, strengthen one another, and prove every day that the future of education is already being built. To our newest contenders, congratulations. Today, you join an extraordinary family of innovators. We cannot wait to see what you accomplish next. And now it's my pleasure to introduce one of last year's outstanding finalists, Mimosa Jones-Tunney of the Schoolhouse. Over to Mimosa.
The majority of schools in America educate based on tradition, not on pedagogical science.
Mimosa Jones-Tunney. I'm the founder and president of the Schoolhouse. We are the only elementary school in the nation that uses pedagogical evidence in a multi-methodology curriculum. So we've combined Montessori, Reggio Emilia, project-based learning, Socratic seminar with standards in a vertical and horizontal curriculum made for children.
We're above average and outstanding in every area, 2 and 3 times the national average, even though we do not cherry pick our students. We accept nearly every child and don't teach to the test.
The change we will see at completely bringing elementary education into the 21st century will affect our nightly news in ways you can't even imagine, because character is formed by 6. Morality is formed by 10. So unless we tackle 3 to 12 in a very serious way, we're just band-aiding our way into the next century.
My name is Mimosa Jones-Tunney, and I'm the founder and president of the Schoolhouse, the first pedagogically advanced independent school for working families. The Schoolhouse is a private pre-K through 8th model, reimagining early and elementary education through a human-centered, research-aligned approach that restores curiosity, engagement, and meaningful learning. With our 2025 YAS Prize Finalist Award, the Schoolhouse will launch 4 U.S. expansion locations in Dallas, Miami, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia, serving hundreds of additional students with these new locations. And now, here are the next 5 contenders for this year's YAS Prize. Out of rural South Carolina, Orangeburg High School for health professionals. As South Carolina's only health profession-focused high school, this tuition-free public charter graduates students with both a diploma and industry-recognized credentials, building a healthcare pipeline for rural communities, with more than 150 students on their wait list, hoping for their opportunity to get in. On the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota, Pine Ridge Girls School. This tuition-free, all-girls middle school and high school empowers Lakota young women by integrating rigorous academics with Lakota culture, environmental stewardship, and leadership development taught by 100% Indigenous staff, with enrollment tripling since their founding. Operating 25 locations nationwide, Regina Chaley Academy. This nationally accredited classical hybrid independent school partners with parents, combining 2 days of in-person instruction with 3 days of structured home learning. For 23 years, it has kept a rigorous Catholic education affordable, serving nearly 2,200 students nationwide. In the Germantown neighborhood of Philly, Salt and Light Academy for Boys. This all-boys hybrid microschool combines personalized academics with restorative practices and a home-like atmosphere where every student is known, cultivating young men of character in a model built to replicate. From Des Moines, Iowa, St. Anthony Catholic School. As the only dual-language Spanish immersion school in their diocese, this Iowan Catholic school prepares students to be bilingual and biliterate, with the majority of students accessing the state's ESA. Congratulations. For our final alumni speaker today, it is my pleasure to introduce Mercedes Grant. A former special education teacher turned education entrepreneur, Mercedes founded Path of Life Learning in 2022 and has since been expanding her innovative microschool to serve even more students and families. Please join me in welcoming Mercedes as she announces the final 6 members of the 2026 YAS Prize Contender cohort.
Military children move every 2 to 3 years. This means that they are going to go to between 6 to 9 schools throughout their kindergarten through 12th grade education experience. And as they attend more schools, their sense of belonging decreases. My name is Mercedes Grant, and I am the founder of Path of Life Learning. It is a micro school in Yorktown, Virginia, and we serve students in kindergarten through 7th grade in a Christian-based program. And now we serve in our 3rd year 76 students. We are busting at the seams. We no longer have to focus just on academics. We actually now get to focus on the whole child. We give them the experience of enrichment programs, academic programs, and serve our families through a partnership. I really want to empower families. So my vision is to have multiple campuses across multiple states. I would really love them to be located near military installations so that we can finally give the children of our heroes somewhere to call home consistently. My name is Mercedes Grant, and I am the founder of Path of Life Learning. Path of Life is a micro school in Virginia, giving highly mobile and military-connected children the stability, belonging, and personalized support they need to finally thrive. With our 2025 YAS Prize Finalist Award, Path of Life is codifying our model with a new location in Virginia, and in 2027 will expand beyond Virginia to establish new locations near military installations across the country. And now, here are the final 6 contenders for this year's YAS Prize. In Sarasota, Florida, Star Lab. This innovative and sustainable micro school network is reimagining education by bringing personalized, mastery-based classrooms directly into public housing communities, where every aspect of the model is designed to help underserved students excel. Out of Texas, Tri-Point Schools. Home to the state's first free public micro school, this public-private partnership co-locates with a charter school to run entirely on public funding, proving a third way that keeps microschooling accessible to every family. In Rochester, New York, University Preparatory Charter School for Young Men. For 16 years, this all-boys public charter has paired a relationship-driven culture with hands-on career and technical education in culinary arts, information technology, construction, and precision machining, with healthcare pathways coming next. Across 6 campuses in Texas, Valor Education, this classical public charter network cultivates wisdom and virtue through a content-rich curriculum, and demand speaks for itself. nearly 4,700 students enrolled, and another 5,000 waiting for a seat. From Birmingham, Alabama, Miracle Academy Private Christian School. Founded after the founder's daughter with Down syndrome, Miracle could not return to her original school following the pandemic. This Christian school was born and now serves a student body where nearly half receive special education services. On the Rosebud Reservation in Mission, South Dakota, Wakaniaja Ki Tokiachi, Children First Learning Center. This tuition-free school pairs every classroom with fluent Lakota speakers and brings elders into daily learning, combining language immersion with land-based education while training the next generation of Lakota teachers through their own apprenticeship program. Congratulations to the 2026 YAS Prize contenders. This is an achievement worth celebrating with your communities, and it's only the beginning. This month ahead will challenge and sharpen you as you prepare for the YAS Prize Miami Accelerator. Before Janine Yass shares her congratulations, take a look at what the Accelerator makes possible.
I think the community is one of the number one reasons I come back. The group of people that's in the room at the Accelerator, not only do they have awesome missions, but the energy and the excitement that they have with which they are taking their mission and their action is infectious.
When I think back about my very first time at the Miami Accelerator, I think I just remember feeling like from the moment I woke up until the moment I went to sleep, my brain just was forming a million new connections, new pathways, new ways of thinking, re-examining how I looked at things for the past 10 years of my leadership. It was life-changing from the very moment I started.
I think what makes this particular convening really powerful is the intimacy of it, right? It's not just about content, it's not just about the conversations around leadership, but it's around the building of community.
It's been cool going from kind of a listener to a speaker, but I think it's that intimacy at the Accelerator that doesn't exist at other conferences. I mean, I remember ASU GSV, you had Bill Gates speaking and you can't get into the room. I mean, here you have Jeb Bush speaking and you get to talk to him 15 minutes before and after. And so I think that you kind of get access to people that you wouldn't otherwise ever have the opportunity to meet.
All of these things are happening for you because right now it is the promise of you. You have done enough to tell people that you are worthy of paying attention to. This is not your moment. These are the moments before the moment.
So when I think about the word accelerator and the word accelerate from accelerator, it really does mean to help somebody go super fast and get something done that they normally wouldn't have gotten done if they didn't have the tools and the instruction, if you will, the environment.
This network has allowed me to meet so many charter school founders and owners that have given me the playbook to opening a charter school without having to start from scratch. Another thing is just being able to access certain, say, financial literacy programs that are already out there and super efficient without having to dig from, nothing. So I'll say that being in this network, it kind of opens up, it fills all the missing pieces.
Sword Academy, Kenesha, Evans, Georgia.
And 17 years I taught nobody but singers. And I became very successful helping singers open up their mouths and move people emotionally.
I've been with the community since for the last 4 years and seen it from where it started in the little room in Dallas to the wonderful Miami Accelerator that it is now.
It's the people. It's the circle of trust, but it's also the circle of leaders that are on the same high level. These are educators who talk for hours a day inspiring their students, constituents, stakeholders in the organization. So I definitely believe that they already have it in there. It's just pulling out the right pieces.
Hello, my name is Janine Yass, and it is a joy to be with you here today. 5 years ago, my husband Jeff and I created the YAS Prize because we believed that some of the most transformative ideas in education were not receiving the recognition they deserved. We sought out to build more than an award. We wanted to create a community where visionary leaders could learn from one another, strengthen their organizations, and accelerate their impact on students and families for generations to come. To our newest cohort of YAS Prize contenders just announced today, welcome and congratulations. You have earned your place among an extraordinary group of education innovators, and we cannot wait to see what you accomplish. Your journey now begins with the YAS Prize Accelerator, starting with 2 weeks of virtual programming featuring more than 20 leaders and experts in business, finance, artificial intelligence, leadership, communications, and organizational growth. Then in September, you'll join us in sunny Miami for our 5th annual in-person Accelerator at Mater Brickell Academy, one of academia's premier campuses. Throughout the week, you'll refine your pitch, learn from one another, prepare for the 6th annual YAS Prize competition. Finally, we'll gather at the Power of Innovation Summit in Philadelphia on October 6th, where one organization will receive the $1 million YAS Prize. It's going to be exciting and inspiring for all of us. And now it's my pleasure to welcome some of our incredible YAS Prize alumni back to New York City. We hope to see you all in Philadelphia in the fall. Thank you for tuning in.